introduce you also. He's Özgür. We are 5 people and 2 artists and 2 cultural managers and 1 curator. So we are working together.
Yeah. Okay. And tell us a little bit about your concept for this sort of restaurant environment, restaurant slash art space.
Actually, before this restaurant, we've been in different spaces, different public spaces and private spaces. And the Pasaj itself, like, established in 2011 in a Pasaj located on the very main street, on Istiklal Street. It's called Istiklal Street, right? And we were in the hotel for 2 years, and we've been exhibiting the project mostly from abroad. We did a space like we're also looking for another public spaces to make exhibitions. The one of them right now. It's in Tarlabaşı, a small restaurant.
Yeah, and so is it like creating a happening? Because I can imagine that it's not like a traditional gallery space. It's not like a white cube, like you said before. So what kind of events or activities do you do? How do you use this space?
We are collaborating with participatory, the artists who are producing participatory artworks. So where the audience is producing with the artist. And I think that this restaurant suits great because the artist who just comes and produce during his stay at Pasaj, his or her stay, of course, at Pasaj, they are working with the people from the neighborhood, with local people. So, and this is a local restaurant, so people, they are just going there every time. So they feel at home, they feel comfortable, and it's very important for us that we are working with people not from artistic background because they are bringing a lot of energy and a lot of knowledge that we don't have. So there's an exchange.
Between the locals and the artists who are using the space. And then it also works as an ordinary restaurant usually. And so how often do you have like exhibitions or events there?
Not all the time, and some projects doesn't suit to this place, so we are collaborating with the university, etc.
I mean, we're making like generally every month different projects, but sometimes we have some long gaps. The project doesn't suit with the space. We've been looking for another space. If we couldn't find, so we don't realize the project. So it depends the idea and the space what we have.
Okay.
And then generally our projects goes like 3 days or 1 week. Depends with the circumstances of this location. Like restaurants, they're using their space. We can't occupy like for a long time. So just for 3 days, they're using as an exhibition space.
And you've also brought some concrete artworks with you from Pasaj. Can you tell us a little bit about the works that you're exhibiting here?
Here we have 4 artists' artworks. These are the photographs of Paula Ferrari, who already did an exhibition in this restaurant. There are lots of photographers coming and chasing people and taking photos without permission. So, and people, they are really struck by this.
Is it like paparazzis from the media? Or?
No, nobody about these people from media.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, this. They think that those people are exotic. There are lots of immigrants living in there. So
Minorities.
yes, minorities,
Hej
Kurdish,
kära besökare. Om 5 minuter klockan 5 börjar ett seminarium om konst och migration i Svarta havet inne på Konstfack.
some African
Välkomna.
people who were who were in process of migration in transit.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Yeah.
so they don't have any idea.
Performance
any
av
problem.
Made in Sweden på Exit-scenen har blivit försenat på grund av tekniska
Lots of
problem. Vi kommer
dealers,
med
for
mer
example,
information
living,
snart.
prostitutes living in there. So every people who were marginalized from the society.
Dear visitors,
So they are
in 5
thinking that
minutes
they are
at 5,
exotic, so
there will
they
be a
can
seminar
use
about
them
art and
in the
environment
photos.
Yeah.
and discussion on migration and immigration.
And people are
At
really
Svarta havet in
disturbed,
Konstfack.
and some
Welcome.
of them they don't want to be recognized also.
Yeah.
So this artist, she wanted to build another kind
The
of
performance by
relationship
Made in Sweden
with,
at Exit stage have been delayed due to
local
technical
people. So
problems.
she introduced herself.
More
She said
information
that,
will follow
okay,
soon.
I will be your photographer for hire. You can hire me, and I will take only the photos that you want me to. So this was one of the things.
Yeah.
And he has two artworks here.
I have two artworks in here. One is an object. It's a book about the Gezi protest, Gezi movement in 2 years ago. And there was a brick inside the book, and the brick taken from the Gezi protest. We use this brick as a protection tool and also the weapon against the police, and also the kind of the understanding object to, you know, when we take out and when we first time touch the real ground, and it gives us like the answer while we are fighting for it. So I want to take this stone as a memory and keep it in the book.
Okay. And what about the book? How come you put it like inside the book?
So actually it's related with the story what I had. When I took this stone from the barricade, I had to take it to my home. So after Gezi, there was a police checkpoint. So I didn't have the backpack, so I found another papers and magazine papers and cover it. So then I sneaked into the police checkpoint with this brick. Then later on I had an idea, okay, I can hide this brick in my bookshelf, with covering with the book. Also the crime stories, you know, when you put the knife or, you know, the gun inside the book, you can do the same thing. Because in that time, the brick considered as a weapon. If the police catch you with the brick, you know, you can be in prison or you can
It counts as a
have
weapon.
trouble. Yeah. So there was the book called Ammunition Book, in that sense, and related with all the stories. So another work is a video about cars and modification in Turkey that I made 6 months research about these people. So yeah, I brought this work in two works in here. So we have another works of Sicily Island, and she made lightbox and photograph installation. We are first in the corner and the one outside. It's the symbolic Anatolian motifs that she's using and creating with the foods.
Yes, there's this
Mulberry.
Yeah,
mulberry,
Yeah.
yes, it's dried fruit. There's this traditional way of making it in the middle of Anatolia, and in the same land there used to live Hittites. This-
ancient civilization.
Yes, before Christ, 18th century. So she wanted to combine this hieroglyph and this food. So she made a lot of transparent layers, and the meaning of this hieroglyph was love to love. So
Love to love.
love to love, yes.
Okay. So the layers we see in this is actually made of mulberry.
Yes, yes.
It's like a snack, right? Or,
Yes, yes.
it's like a candy.
Yes. We are also giving some mulberry to the visitors in here.
Yeah.
We brought
Nice.
some.
Taste the artwork.
And there are some photos of Giorgio Caglione at the entrance. And these are the photos taken in the neighborhood that we are talking about. So,
Yeah. And you mentioned the neighborhood that this restaurant is situated in, and you said like this is a very mixed neighborhood with a lot of different minorities and also like social issues and problems. And you said a little earlier that they have sort of like their own little protection system. They have like their whole. Can you maybe elaborate?
Yeah, this is the neighborhood of the process of the gentrification, and also the important place for all the immigrants, because there are many, the empty houses, so they can spread it. So they have kind of the environment to live there. So the Syrians, like Kurdish minorities, gypsies, the homeless people, prostitutes, everybody lives there. So, and the police usually cannot enter that neighborhood because of this, the neighborhood protection system. But the neighborhood doesn't need any police officers to protect them. Something happened, they can solve by each other this problem. So we are in this neighborhood without any problem actually, because we use communication as a tool with the society to make us understandable in that sense. So
when you come and without saying you are doing something, they don't accept at first sight. But then when you tell what is going on, and then they're okay with it because they're open to dialogue. They did it all their lives to survive because they had to move a lot. And there's a lot of lack of funding in Turkey, in whole Turkey, about artistic organizations, for artistic organizations. And I think that it's very similar to our position because we are nomads. We had to move a lot, and we don't want to really just give money to rent some space. But they provide us a space, and then we provide some artistic programs.
I think that's really cool. That, like you said before, the exchange, and that it's like a mutual beneficial thing, and also that that you sort of go at both the local neighborhood, but also you as artists, you sort of go around the official governmental, system of support, because it's not there actually, it's really lacking. And that's really different from being a space in Denmark, like where we are, and all that we do is apply for funds, and then apply for funds, and apply for more funds, and
we had another story, we don't have any public funds or this money for art, so we have to create our own fundings. So we have different survival strategies to survive in this system. So we create like çorbalı tuzun olsun, which means like give salt or soup. It's a kind of idiom. It doesn't make any sense when you translate it. But we invite the people. We are making great soup and inviting people to eat with us. We also like looking for like supporters. But these supporters, they are not like giving us money. They're also like fundamentally they're helping us. And we have a kind of board, and they are writing. If they pay for like 2 months bill, they can pay, and they make maybe translation for us. This is also support for us.
Yes, distribute the flyers and just bring some cakes to the openings, or just give some place to the artists to accommodate. Go to the restaurant with the artists and show the contemporary art scene of Istanbul, etc.
And then in that sense, you're kind of all creating your own little community, and I think it's really cool. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay, I hope it was not too much trouble to just repeat everything.
I think the first one.
That's all good. That's very good.